Hey guys, new Walking Dead episode 11, Dead or Alive, or to break down, so let's discuss. So this episode, to me, felt like most of a filler episode, but it also teed up a bunch of interesting things going forward. I'll get into that, but first let's talk about the major arcs that this episode tonight followed. Um, the major ones deal with Dr. Carson, who I believe is now deceased, which is another waste of a good character arc, in my opinion, and Gabriel, who is dealing with his sight and whatnot. And then you have the arc of Dwight as a double agent who simultaneously moseys his way back over to the Saviors, basically confirming that his cover is still intact, which will lead to, I think, a very comic book esque finale when we get to the finale towards the mid April. But as for the remainder of the episode, Maggie sort of has to deal with treating the prisoners as fairly, and we kind of see that she sort of has to go along with that whole idea of peace, which I think Rick was sort of going about leading towards in the wake of Carl's death a couple episodes ago as well. But for the most part, the episode kind of felt like a filler episode. The one interesting tidbit that I had was also the other Eugene arc, which dealt with him sort of continuing to aid the Saviors. So whether or not he's gonna end up switching back to Rick's side is really anyone's guess, but we shall see going forward. And then you have Negan at the end, basically coating Lucille in the Walker guts in an attempt to sort of scare the Hilltoppers in an event to get them to turn into Walkers as a way to scare the other ones and to get them to fall in line. So yeah, that's for really the most part of what the episode was about. It had some good moments. It had some interesting moments. Anything with Negan I thought was absolutely great, especially the finisher. And Maggie's arc I enjoyed. The Gabriel and Dr. Carson arc was a little interesting, but it kind of suffered a little bit for the episode. Kind of brought it down. And the Dwight arc was just a little bit, annoying at this point. I mean, I know Daryl and Rosita and Tara have their differences when it comes to Dwight, considering what he's done to each three of them individually. But, I mean, at this point, he's here. He's definitely proven his worth. So, at this point, you don't have to trust him completely. But, I mean, Dwight sort of lets it out there, just like, work with me to defeat Negan. We have a common enemy here. We need to beat him. And that's sort of the message he kind of lets out throughout the whole episode. And I think that's an important thing to sort of take away. But as far as that, next episode seems to be teeing up the another battle of the hilltop. So we'll see how that leads up. We only have 5 more episodes left of the season. So it seems whether or not the season finale will lead up to this giant battle at the hilltop, or whether the next 4 or so episodes will be planning to that battle. Also, I'm hoping that we see Heath again, possibly, before the season finale. I'm hoping, not exactly sure if it'll happen or not, but it's likely after this season that we will get the time jump that we've been seeing on the ones with old Rick, but it will be the definitive time jump, which will lead into the next arc, which is the Whisperer arc. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Did you think it was a big filler episode? Personally, I thought it was a mixture of both, but honestly, I don't think it was the best one that we've gotten so far in this second half of Season 8. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. The next review that I will be doing will be the screening for Love, Simon. that I will be seeing on Wednesday, so look out for that. And then following that, the next episode of The Walking Dead, which I will be posting on Sunday as well. So, yep, and I will see you guys, and as well as Lucille, in the next video. So, adios.